Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. My project title is Privacy Enhanced Web Service. My project title is Privacy Enhanced Web Service Composition. This is a service. The composite service, the compatible component service which respect to privacy. Simplest will deal with the composite with the incompatible privacy policy. Privacy model for web service that goes to be an traditional data-oriented model. The privacy enhanced web service composite is meant to service the DAAS service, DAS data as a service, DAS service oriented techniques to enhance fact is access to data, resource and the web pages. The proposal system navigation mechanism that make it possible to dynamically recognize the privacy. The DAS service based application development from having to directly interact with the various data resource input from one that is the input from one service and the user to call another one service. The exiting system sensitive of resource is not available in exiting system. Only one area in presenter to working, otherwise is not as monitoring. Exiting system not a simplest way to monitoring the process. Proposed system specify the set of privacy practice applications on any collections of data and privacy requirement. The sensitive of the resource may be defended accessing to the several dimensions. Modules: privacy specifications, privacy with composition, dealing with incompatible privacy policy in compositions. Privacy policy. The privacy policy a service as will define a privacy policy. PPS is a privacy policy service that specifies that set of practice application to the collected resource. Defending the privacy policy, PPS for a service, PPS for S is performed in two steps. First the service S is identify the set of all privacy resource, that is identify to the node PP, and second the S specify the assert of each resource or as SPP, that is which node is accessing to the resource of specification access, and the services is depending to WSDL based DAS service. We choose to another annotation WSDL descriptions at the three following bases: interfaces, operations and input and output devices. Okay, those service which must be the composite in a particular order depending on this access pattern. The three modules. Next, go to the module. Privacy specification, privacy with composition, dealing with the incompatible privacy policy in compositions. So privacy specification, let us consider the services. The considerable both input and output parameter. First of all, the first challenge is let us consider the service. Consider the both input and output parameter. The first challenging would the evaluating the need for formal mode of specified privacy data. That is the collecting to the collections of the node and specify the identifications to the processing is allocated. That is privacy specifications. Privacy with composition, the service must request input data that cannot be disclosed on other services. They may also be the conflict privacy concurrent recording their exchange of data. Composite is a term of privacy consultations. This privacy within a composition is communicating to the communicating to the each node, and request to the some data for request and reflecting response for the request of the nodes. This process privacy with the composites, but the services using the DOS services is using the DOS services using to it WHDL web services acting of the DOS services. Dealing with the and another modules dealing with the incompatible privacy policy in composition. The role of monitoring the role of monitor is to return composite service with composite component service with respect to the privacy. The simplest way to deal with the composition with the incompatible privacy policy. The requirement this software is developing to Microsoft Visual Studio 2008 and Microsoft Visual Studio 2008 and SQL Server 2005. Data flow diagram, the user query, enter your user query, and enter your user query. After go to the service. The service is reflect to the WSDL web service, and next go to the privacy policy. Privacy policy is a three type of privacy policy: specifications within a composition, and policy is incompatibility. Privacy specification is specified identifications of the node. Privacy within a composition, the linking of the process one node to another node. Privacy policy in compositions. Privacy policy policies in composition, it is some policies occurring to the each node for that. Okay, next, how to run our project, see that.